What's good, YouTube? My name's Gib The Great and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battles with, of course, our mono ground team. This is our third Wi-Fi battle in the series, you guys, so if you enjoy Wi-Fi battling, especially with themed teams like our mono ground team here, then please make sure you leave a like down below for us, because your support is appreciated, and, you know, it does mean a lot to us, But anyway, you guys, as I said, this is our third Wi-Fi battle, same standard for us, same team standard for us as always. But we do have a different opponent here, being George, who's bringing the Metagross, Meloetta, Goodra, Superior, Salamence, and Moltres. Now, he does have the potential Mega of Metagross and Salamence, which you guys will find out in today's Wi-Fi battle, of course. Going up against George with his powers, just straight power, honestly. It is power like I've never seen it before. But anyway, if you guys do enjoy this battle, then please do let me know, because, you know, your support is appreciated always. And let's go! Okay, so, George, what are you bringing to the table to us, my friend? You have got, as we send out our Hippowdon, you have got a Moltres. Alright. So this is obviously post-commentated, you guys, as you can probably already tell, but, you know, I'm just watching this on my DS. I would not watch it on my PC, but, you know, I had to do something. I had to mute the volume, and then, you know, I just had to kind of change things up a little and watch it on my DS instead, because, you know, it'd be out of sync and everything otherwise. So, Turn 1 Moltres does go for the Sunny Day as I go for my Stealth Rock. Now, I was thinking maybe it could hit me with a Fire type stab in the sun. That would really hurt. But no, it just goes straight for the Moonlight. That's going to do 240 base damage to me, because obviously it's Solar Beam. It does 120 base damage. It's ×2 effectiveness, meaning it's 240. And he roars me, and I roar him out, because obviously Stealth Rocks can be really crucial. And he goes into the Salamence, which does take 25% damage. Intimidate is going to do absolutely nothing to me, as I do get some leftover recovery back. And I do believe, you guys, that I was right. This is the first battle that we have where Escadrille is now holding the Focus Sash, and I don't make very good use of it, as you'll see later on within the battle. But he does Mega Evolve first turn, which, no surprise there, you know, Mega Mens is a Mega threat, obviously, because it's Mega. So he does go for the return, does some decent damage to me though, doesn't quite do enough to take me out, and I figured he might as well go for an attack, so I might as well just slack off. And then at this point he can tell that just normal being neutral is not going to take me out from around about halfway, so he does set up the Dragon Dance there. Very scary. And now I had the choice to either roar him out or go for another slack off, so I went for the slack off for more HP recovery, just so I know that if he does want to go for another neutral return, at least I can take one. But he does go for Dragon Dance, so he's +1 in both attack and speed. Goes for another return, gets a crit, so I barely survived that, and now I can actually roar him out, which is absolutely fantastic, because that threat just needs to be off the field completely. So Pointer Stones are going to dig into my opponent's team here, as the sunlight does fade, and I do get some leftover recovery back. Now, I do decide to keep my Hippowdon, just because I know setting up the stream can be very helpful, and it can actually be used as a stack of Pokemon. So I do go out into Escadrille here, as my opponent goes for the Relic Song. Normal Gem boosted Relic Song isn't going to do that much, because even though Meloetta, I think this Meloetta has got more special attack than it does physical attack. So obviously not good use of my Focus Sash there, because I brought it in on a switch, which it's pretty much not the thing you want to do with a Focus Sash. Obviously you want to get a clean switch in so you can set up a Source Dance or something. But, you know, I just predicted the normal type move, you know, just to finish me off with the Hippowdon there. So I double out into my Nidoking, thinking of the close combat, because I do know that Meloetta can get close combat as well, and that's going to do some pretty decent damage to my Nidoking. However, because this form of Meloetta is more physical, Psychic is going to do nothing to me, because I don't think it has. I think it has like base 70 special attack or something at this point, or base 50. I'm not too sure. But either way, my Nidoking can survive, and I go for the Sludge Wave, taking down the Meloetta. Now, my opponent does bring in his Superior, which, as we all know, once it can get set up, it can be a very dangerous threat indeed. So, does go for the Leaf Storm, does connect with it. That is an instant +2 for him, as he takes out my Nidoking there. So, I'm going to have to take down this threat really, really quickly, otherwise I could be in deep poo-poo. So, I go into the Mamoswine here, thinking that, because I'm Choice Scarfed, I can maybe outspeed this thing. Maybe this thing is Choice Scarfed too, but he does miss the Leaf Storm there, as I do go for the Icicle Spear. I was meant to click Icicle Crash, but instead I saw Icicle and I went for the Icicle Spear instead of the Icicle Crash. But either way, I do connect enough times to be able to take him down with the Icicle Spear, so the Superior does go down as my opponent now sends in Metagross. Now, because I am choiced, maybe my opponent realizes I'm choiced into Icicle Spear, hence why he went out into the Metagross, because Metagross does resist this. So he probably realizes now that I am choiced because I just swapped out there where I probably could have gone for an EQ or something, even though I couldn't because, as I said, I'm choiced. So I went into my Hippowdon just to sack it off and also set up the Sandstream for later mons. He does actually miss the Zen Headbutt as well, which can be very nice, although no matter what, Hippowdon isn't living whatever this Metagross has to offer because, you know, it's a Metagross, it's a pseudo legendary. So Hippowdon does go for the Zen Headbutt, does take out my, not Hippowdon, the Metagross goes for the Zen Headbutt, takes out my Hippowdon, and then I can switch back into my Mamoswine here and go for the EQ, finishing off this Metagross. Now, obviously, if my opponent does realize that I am choice scarfed or choiced in some fashion, then he's probably going to go out into Moltres or Salamence here because realizing that I can't hit it with an EQ. He does indeed go out into the Moltres here, so I am going to have to swap out my Pokemon, but that Moltres is going to take 50% due to the Stealth Rocks, you know. Those Stealth Rocks add up, really do add up the damage, you guys, especially with Pokemon like Moltres and what have you. So I do go out into my Garchomp here, and I was thinking that he did as he did for turn 1, you know, go for a Sunny Day and then go for a Solar Beam or something. But no, he just goes straight for the Solar Beam, so I don't know what he was thinking there. But either way, he does get buffeted by the Sandstorm. At this point in time, I'm going to Mega Evolve my Garchomp and go for Stone Edge, and then hopefully if it connects, it will take out the Moltres, which it does connect, thankfully. You know, one of the most real problems with running Stone Edge instead of Rock Slide is of course the accuracy, but if you do connect, then that additional power is going to be very nice indeed. So unfortunately, the Sandstorm does subside, which can be unfortunate, but at this point he's only got 2 Pokemons left, being the Goodra and the Salamence. Of course, Salamance's going to take some more additional 25% damage to the Stealth Rocks. So at this point I can just go for an Outrage. Obviously Goodra's physical defense is not as good as his special defense, so Outrage is going to do a lot to it. And down goes the Goodra. As I say, Salamence is going to come in here, take an additional 25% to the Stealth Rocks. Now of course, because it's Mega, it's not going to have the Intimidate like it did before, so you know, who outspeeds me or Mega Salamence? Of course Mega Garchomp, I think, because his Jolly does outspeed somehow. I think that Salamence might have been adamant, so that's the reason why I outspeed there. But I do knock it out, and I do get confused, although it doesn't even matter because the battle is finished, you guys. So as I said, if you guys do enjoy this Wi-Fi battle, please let me know in the comment section down below and show your support by leaving a like button for us, because as I said before, your support is greatly appreciated on this channel. And you know, hope you guys enjoy more Wi-Fi battles to come, as we suggest some more themes down below, you guys, if you want to as well. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me signing off.